Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Childhound Life on a Budget. Today's subject is when we may move over a little bit here and there. If the landlords fall, the government takes all. If the landlords fall, the government takes all. Okay, so from this latest extension, they jumped on Biden so bad when he let the moratorium run out. AOC and all of them jumped on and raised so much cane, and he finally extended it, but he made a statement in the middle of all of this, and it's basically saying that the owners don't have any, property owners don't have any rights, and people should be able to stay as long as they like. Now, De Blasio turned around and ran with that and said, "Hey, you don't have rights to ownership of your property no more." So that means they're trying to do a grab if the people don't fight. I have a couple of relatives that own property in New York, and they called me. They asked me, "What do you think I should do?" Because of the fact that I'm dealing with a landlord out here and their landlord out there, and they were like, "What the hell? What the hell are they doing?" I said, "Dude, you're in New York, not me, but y'all got to stand up and fight." Do y'all understand? The basis of the economic power in this country lies with the property owners. No matter if you own stocks, make a lot of money with stocks, fine, but guess what everybody ends up getting? Property. And they are landlords because it was very profitable. My family's been involved in this for a long time, so I was told you can make as much money you ever need, because I'm working jobs over here, working jobs over there, and old pops was like, "You wasting your time." And I'm like, I'm not getting paid nothing. I'm like, I'm getting paid this, but that's a low amount of money. And he said, you gotta, I'm not gonna give you everything off the top. Just you gonna make everything like you was making. You worked your way up when you was working at Lockheed and other places. When you was a photojournalist, he said you started from ground zero, and that made me appreciate my job and the money and how I gradually came up. Made me appreciate it more. Just like the prodigal son, you take all your stuff and then go run. You gonna get cars, motorcycles, a lot. Yeah, I still did that, but I did it gradually over time. But let me get back to the main thing though. The majority, even though people are making money in the ways that they do on Facebook, YouTube, they're doing building content, doing stocks, trading, bitcoins and all of that. The basic bottom line is when they get the money, what do? They buy property. They buy rental properties. Everybody goes to that. Who doesn't want to be a landlord after they've been a tenant? And you have people paying you. So if this is where the grab is going, they have to take down the landlords for this country to fall into the socialism system they want it to be. They have to take the landlords down, because when they took all the little businesses was going out, all these other businesses were going out. You had these people that still own property, even though they shut their businesses down. They manage their stuff so well. They go back to their property and keep maintaining it and keep renting it. So now they went after the landlords in the sense where they got the people to stop working by giving them so much money. Whereas, why should I work when I'm making more money here? But September, the winter is coming. September, the money out. You all gonna have to work. And those of you all that had certain jobs, they're not coming back, because they went, since people are working from home and they started evolving the technology while we were shut down, there's certain places that are not going to have people. Like, for instance, Wendy's is going to remote kitchens, ghost kitchens as they call them, where you order your burger or whatever and they deliver it to you. You don't go up to the drive-thru. The franchises are getting ready to dissolve. You can see that with the kiosks in the McDonald's. It's getting to the point where the people didn't want to use the kiosk. You had the people behind the counter. So what they're doing now is they're making the employees not help the people at the counter. And some McDonald's, they're doing this. They point to the kiosk And then they said, well, I got a problem with the kiosk, you know, because see, that's the one way you keep the people working, in a sense. And what they do is they come and help you on the kiosk. That keeps them from, you know, keep the business going through. Even at Home Depot, you know, and I try to go to the checkout counter where there's a human being there. Because I'm like, I'm going to act dumb when I go up there. I'm not self-scanning. I don't know what I'm doing. Because I want a human touch, a human being there. Because that's how they're going to take. When everybody goes on this rush thing and they go to, sorry for the knocking, this is at one of the buildings and we're doing maintenance. When everybody goes in and wants to hurry up and go through the kiosk or go through the self-check, that's taken out.
New text message from 456.
Oh man, there's always something coming up. I hate to get my mind interrupted with little notices, but anyway, whenever somebody wants to come up and they try to not, you know, you use the checkout without the employee, that's justifying them not having an employee. So I always try to do that. But like getting back to the subject at hand, if the landlords fail, the government takes all, if the landlords fall. So most of our wealth comes through land. That's why the government is taking a grab at farmland and everything else, because us having it, they don't want us to have it. And we got to fight. We have to fight. That's something we have to do. We have to fight because, like I was saying, the majority, and they don't tell you, the majority of the wealth comes from us property owners and landlords. Look at all these buildings being built right now. People build, like in LA here, people building high rises like it ain't nothing now. If it wasn't shit, then why are they building? If something was supposed to come apart or fall apart and fall, why are they still building? That's one thing you got to look at. I think a lot of people being scared, but one of the problems is the government finds ways to take property. They use code enforcement, puts the building in abatements and take it from you. They use eminent domain, which I think New York may use that because LA's done it. LA's used eminent domain to take properties, trust me, and they give you whatever they feel is right. So those two things you got to watch out for. But this whole thing about Biden and de Blasio jumping on the bandwagon with this, the landlords, basically property owners have no rights, you know, this is not good. Because they finding that if they take out the property owners, then they can take everything else. We fall, the rest of the country falls with it. And that's the truth. We are the backbone, and everybody that has the backbone needs to stand up and fight. Because if we don't, they're going to take everything away from us. I'll talk about the forecasting of the crash in another episode. But this is about the landlords. And people don't realize that. If we fall, the whole shit falls go with it. It's all going. This is Childhound Life on a Budget. Like and subscribe. Thank you.